Hi, I'm Dorinda from PrimordialDor Tarot, and I'm here to do a Gemini reading today for April the 23rd to 26th, 2025. I'm going to do a Celtic cross, and I'm using the Thoth Tarot deck for Gemini. At this time, I'd appreciate it if you could hit the like and subscribe button. It costs you nothing to subscribe, and it helps me build this channel, and I appreciate it. Thank you. For Gemini. I have to cut the deck. Alright. Calling upon the universe. Can I have some cards for Gemini, please? For Gemini. For Gemini. For Gemini, please. For Gemini. Thank you. Okay, Gemini, bottom of the deck's the overall. Bottom of the deck's Knight of Discs. All right. This is a nice earthy energy. He comes riding in on that Shire horse. He's solid, steady, sure. Slow-moving, steady, solid energy. He carries with him that disc of creativity there. He's looking for the fertile valley to build his new business, his new home. He's looking for his queen, okay? And this guy has an enormous capacity for work. He is the man. He's the architect, the engineer, the planner, okay? He can build anything, and that's what he wants to do. He wants to accomplish a new business, set something in motion. Okay, this is a beautiful energy. Absolutely beautiful. Okay, Gemini, present situation. We have Mercury and Virgo, 10 of Discs, wealth. Okay, Gemini. So a bit of wealth's coming into your life. But as you can see, some of these coins are not as shiny as the other ones. So it's not $10 billion. It's no more, no less. It's exactly what you need is going to be coming into you. Okay? And this is a 10 card. 10s indicate something's coming to an end in your life. All right? Some timeline, something's coming to an end. Could be a job, a relationship, something like that. Something's over. Okay? But you're going to have some money. All right. Your challenge, Gemini, is the Eye of Horus is coming in. Tower event. Okay, so the Tower only takes out things that are no longer necessary in your life. Okay, could be a person, could be a job, could be a living situation, anything like that. Looks like there's going to be a Tower event come in. Okay, so that's your challenge, is to withstand the Tower. Okay, but you're going to have a few bucks anyway. But the Tower's just going to take out things you don't need. So you can always do that, you know, beforehand. Start getting rid of things or whatever. Straightening some things out. If you don't, the Tower's coming in, Gemini. That's your challenge. Okay, let me have a look at it here. Okay, Gemini. So below we have Major Arcana. We have the Devil card. Okay. I think he's here to indicate that there are some things coming to an end in your life. That's what I'm thinking here. Okay? You know, you've been passionate about some things, but some timeline is collapsing. And, you know, there's just been some things. When there's the Tower and the Devil, there's some things going on behind the scenes. Okay? And I think some things are coming to an end. And it could be in love. And it could be in work. All right? That's what I'm getting with this card. Because it's right after the Tower. Okay, Gemini? Some things got to come to an end. All right? Something. Some habits. Things like that. some things that aren't that good for you. That's what I think the Tower's going to take out. You know, maybe some habits, addictions, codependence, things like that. They're coming to an end now. All right, Gemini, your past position could be yesterday, last week, or 5 years ago. We have Saturn in Sagittarius, 10 of Wands, oppression. Okay, so this is another 10. Okay, indicating that some timeline in your life is coming to an end. There is something coming to an end. We got 2 10s, the Tower and the Devil. Okay, and this is oppression. There's something about a situation. Could be, you know, a relationship where you're feeling oppressed. Like no matter what you do, you're not heard. Nobody gets you. Like you can't be really you. You can't say what you really want to say. They don't want to hear it. Or it's a job. You're being oppressed in a job. Something like that. Could be a job. Okay, or it could be, you know, codependence type things. You're oppressed. You're not allowed to be yourself. Okay? And, you know, you want this to come to an end, right? This situation. There's some situation here. And the Tower's coming in. And 2 10s. So something definitely going to be over. Okay, Gemini. It'll be different for everybody, right? Could be a relationship for one person or a living situation for another or a job for another. Okay, but you're feeling oppressed. So, you know, things got to change. Okay, Gemini, your future position. We have Major Arcana. We got the Fortune card. Okay, so here comes the Wheel of Fortune. This wheel constantly turns. You're never stuck at the bottom. Look, just keep your eyes on those stars. So this is, you know, beautiful things can happen. Your wishes can be fulfilled here. And you've got the wealth in the first card, okay? But it's your turn now, Gemini, to climb to the top of that wheel. And then you get your wishes fulfilled and you get everything you want. But this other stuff's got to be over. Whether it's a relationship that you're feeling oppressed in, or a job you're feeling oppressed in, or a living situation. But once you get out of that, you're heading for the Wheel of Fortune, okay? And that's a beautiful card, and things will turn around for you, Gemini. All right, your near future card, we have Moon in Cancer, 4 Cups, luxury. All right, so you got a bit of wealth, you got the Fortune card, and now you got luxury. So that's beautiful things in your life, like a nice car, nice clothes, beautiful things. And, you know, you got the 10 of wealth. You got some wealth there. But this card here, too, is indicating that you got to make the right choices with the wealth that you do have. Okay, Gemini? You know, so that it does good things, all right? And if you don't take care of it, you know, it might disappear. So that's an underlying message for that card as well. You got it all, beautiful things there. But you got to make the right choices. Okay, Gemini. Internal position. We have Mars in Scorpio, 5 of Cups, disappointment. Okay, well, that's what you're thinking about. You're thinking about the times you were disappointed. And you've probably been disappointed in this relationship or situation that's going to come to an end. You're feeling oppressed and disappointed. All right? Because you didn't get what you wanted. And, you know, you're just feeling disappointed and you're still thinking about that. Okay, but these disappointments, they just teach you, you know, disappointments in life. They bang you around and shape you so that, you know, you're in a better position to handle the big wins, okay? And you're going to have some. You're going to have some. But you got to go through these things so that, you know, you're ready, okay? Not to worry. Your environment. Okay, we have Major Arcana. We got the Empress card. Okay, this is all about love. Beautiful, that's most beautiful kind of love. So in your environment, you know, there must be somebody you're thinking about or somebody that, you know, a love situation. This is the most beautiful kind of love. This is like being with like-minded people, you know, people that will always have your back no matter what, Gemini. Okay, and maybe this other situation that's coming to an end was not like this, maybe. Okay, It was opposite. We don't have any other love cards or anything else here. Okay? So maybe you're thinking about this now. You want this kind of love. All right? And this is beautiful. Being at home, you know, with beautiful food cooking, being with good conversation, the right kind of people, your favorite pets, all that kind of stuff. Beautifulness and equal give and take love and respect, you know, and loyalty. And that's what you're thinking about. This is not what you have here, but you're wanting this, okay? So you don't feel oppressed and disappointed anymore. That's a beautiful card, okay? So you have 2 major arcana here now, Fortune and the Empress. That's all right. That's good. That's good. You're getting out of this. Okay. So your hopes and fears, we have another major arcana. We have the Aeon card. Okay, that's the universe asking you to go through that portal. You do not know what's on the other side, but it's change. It's change, getting away from this situation, okay? And this is number 20 of the major arcana, and it goes, the universe card's number 21. So coming to the end of the major arcana, it signifies some timeline is coming to an end, as well as the 2 tens, okay? And the universe is asking you to walk through that portal. Walk away from all this, okay? You get to your Fortune card and your Empress card. But you got to take the leap of faith and go through the door, and you don't know what's on the other side, Gemini. But that's what the universe is guiding you to do, okay? Another indication of something ending. Okay, the final card and the outcome of this reading. Gemini, you have the Prince of Discs. Okay, well, she's looking for a fertile valley to build her new business, her new home, her new situation. Okay, she carries the disc of creativity, just like this Knight of Discs. Okay, they're both about starting a new business or something new. And they've got powerful energy to do it. Okay, and she also indicates a pregnancy. If you know anybody that could be pregnant yourself or somebody you might know, she's pregnant, but at the same time ready to go to war. Okay? But she works with resources and material wealth and things like that. And that's what he does as well. Like building a business, you know, that thrives and grows and expands, and the revenue always comes in. And you got some revenue here. You got luxury and the 10 of disc wealth. So, you know, these are about building something like that. Whether the ending is in a relationship or something, but this is about building a new thing, a new home, a new business, something like that. And she can get it done. And that's your final card for this reading. So there's something ending, but you've got luxury and fortune and the Empress. Universe is asking you to walk through this portal, okay? To get to the new, all right? And we're going to do an animal spirit card now. Okay, Gemini. 1 card for Gemini, please. 1 card for Gemini. 1 card for Gemini, please. Can I have 1 card for Gemini, please? 1 card for Gemini. Okay. We have Whale Spirit. Trust the great mystery. Okay, well, that's this card here. You know, taking that leap of faith and going through the portal, Gemini. You know, you don't know what's behind the door. You don't know what's ahead. But it's looking good. It's looking good. You're putting the oppression to end, okay? And you just got to trust. You got to trust in the process. Okay, Gemini? That was a good reading. That was a good reading, Gemini. I hope you enjoyed it. I did, and I'll catch you next time.